An update for Taxi Life, a city driving simulator, has been released for both console and PC, so let me take you through everything you need to know about it. So this is going to be patch 3 part 2. Remember we did part 1 and I even covered that update, so if you're not up to date on that particular part 1 update, you can go and have a look at that video. However, today's update includes for PC players being able to use all steering wheel models with the game starting with this patch and some minor bug fixes. Console, all you have is some minor bug fixes. They haven't gone into detail of what the bug fixes actually are, just simply that they've done some bug fixing. They did tweet out saying about that console steering wheel support will be coming very soon, and based on the information that we have, this is obviously a bit of a speculation on my part, based on the roadmap and based on the fact that they had to push this update back a bit, I'm estimating we're going to be seeing that in probably August time, I'm going to guess. So it's not too long to wait, although it is a couple of months away. Now for PC, what do you exactly get with this new steering wheel models? Well, you get a new binding menu with this. So although they say every single steering wheel is supported, I think there's a huge asterisk with this saying every wheel might not, but make sure you've gone through all the troubleshooting things before you declare that it doesn't work, because they do recommend you joining their Discord, and if a wheel doesn't work, letting them know, or even if a wheel does work, let them know, because they do have a Steam list of all the steering wheels that are compatible, which is what exactly I did with the T300, and I said it works, and they added it basically straight away. So if your device isn't recognized, make sure you've double checked all the connections, make sure all the correct drivers are installed and updated, ensure all devices are connected before launching the game, and reconnecting devices during gameplay may not always result in proper detection. You might require restarting the game, and when correctly connected, your devices should appear in the game's device list, which I'll show you in a minute, with this specific name, for example, the Thrustmaster T300. You can also connect more than one device at a time, so if you've got something like a shifter, you can connect that as well, and if your steering wheel does not work right out of the box, use the custom binding setup to bind all the buttons, and after plugging in your steering wheel and you don't get force feedback, just try and restart the game. So let me show you exactly where it is. It's in system settings, it's in controls, and if you just switch it over to steering wheel, by default it will be like this, it will be off. But I've obviously gone in and I've changed it. So this is the default setting for the Thrustmaster T300, which is my wheel that I use. I don't have anything else, I don't have a shifter or anything. And I'm going to go on to the on. And this is what it's going to be presented with. And you're just going to select your device by doing that. It won't automatically select it, you'll need to manually select it through this bit here. And that means when I turn my wheel, you'll be able to see it actually moves. And the same with any sort of button or whatever. There you go. So you will have to manually just change everything that you need. Previously, when I tried to change some key bindings previously didn't work in terms of changing them to those particular buttons, but now it's fully being able to customize your experience now. Now, if you thought that, oh, maybe I can turn this on and just change the ones that I want and then keep everything else by default, it doesn't work like that. You have to bind everything else, including the brake and accelerator, because I've already tried going in game and after pressing the on for the custom setup, and nothing will work. You have to manually do everything the same. I would like to see you being able to copy the defaults or use the default key binding presets on here and then just clearing the ones you want to change, because I feel that that would be a lot more easier for a user experience point of view, just simply because some of the standard stuff you'll keep the same, like brake and acceleration and steering and shifting up and down, etc. Now, if you're looking at the force feedback and you're thinking, I'm familiar with damper, I'm familiar with spring, I know what those do, what does constant and periodic mean? So I actually asked the devs this, and they have said that constant is the force feedback applied when you encounter a single hit. For example, when you crash into something or when you drive over a speed bump. Periodic is the force feedback applied over a period of time in sinusoidal or curving manner. That's in relation to the sine wave, basically. So for example, when you're driving on uneven ground, like grass or dirt, that's what that does effectively for those people that don't know what those mean that are used to other sim terminology. And that is the brand new update for patch 3 part 2. Very small update. And if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, found it informative, and like to see more content like this one, make sure you are subscribed. I will be further covering Taxi Life with its news and updates, as well as other games like racing and simulation games. So if that interests you, stick around and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.